Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your new love reading portal. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. I am finding that it's not going to be that you meet this person at all because I'm doing timing with these at the end, my version, the way I do timing, and it's looking like it's not matching it so much as, which would be ironic because it's like, oh hi, this is for, but then I do the timing spread, so perhaps, but what I have found is that it seems like there's online relationships that get started now, or there's meeting this person, then being on your radar, but then the timing comes into play later. And so far it's worked out that, oh, that makes sense because this person's wrapping this up, or you've got this situation, or there's distance involved, that sort of thing. Anyway, okay, hi, Sagittarius, hi. All right. All right, Sagittarius. High Priestess. So this feels like you've been through it and you're kind of playing things close to the vest. It feels like there's two people involved. Well, okay, there's a number two, but that could be Pisces or Cancer, but it feels like you have come out of something, but there's potential for two people, and it feels like you're confused. And maybe that's why you're going within. You're trying to connect to source or use your intuition, because it feels like you've just finished with something that was quite painful. And then you got these two in front of you and you like different things about each of them. And there's confusion. And then there's a reticence also to open up and commit. All right. So we got the King of Pentacles here. The Ace of Pentacles. Wow. The Wheel. Yep. There's that ending. The Emperor. The Five of Wands. And the Five of Pentacles. All right, 2 5s is vigils. And we have 2 aces? I thought we had 2 aces. No, we don't. Hey, no, that's the 4. Okay, all right, so we're good. So it could be that could be part of what this is about, is vigils, like not doing anything because you don't know what to do yet. So you're just kind of holding space for whatever's going on, but there's no movement forward. Just kind of thinking about things and taking time. All right, so it looks like your future person could be a Virgo or another earth sign. Doesn't have to be. Somebody that's very practical, is at the top of their game. Everything else in their life is working, but they're largely solitary and independent, partly because they've got a lot to give and offer, and they don't want to waste it on somebody that's not worthy. That's just the way they see it, which nothing wrong with that. They value stability and over connection at this point, because I think connection might have let them down. All right, what's this wheel about? I don't want to move it to where you can't see it, but I got it. Okay, one more. And the Five of Pentacles, please. Pentacles, wow, this Five of Pentacles. Okay, so we got 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, and we got 4 of Pentacles here. One more. Okay, so this person, like I said, largely independent, solitary, values control, stability, and future longevity more so than connection. Partly because it's more practical, makes sense. They're good at it, and partly because they've been alone for some time and they're quite independent, and it's simply a matter of being pragmatic and practical about finding somebody that can share not the load but understands what they do to make the future happen. That it could be all consuming. It could be that that is what they largely focus on, just the practical matters, and sometimes it's at the cost or at the sake of connection. What's this King of Pentacles about? So we got 2 people here that are very much in control of their own environment and domain here. So that might be where you two clash. It could very well be that you recognize that the reason why this person is the way they are, is because they have planned and prepared for a future. They're very good at that. So it could be that you allow for that, because typically it looks like Sagittarius, you might like to lead the show. What's this King of Pentacles about? Very decisive. Cuts to the chase, makes very good at making executive decisions, very quick thinker, organized, perceptive, independent, good business acumen. What's this Ace of Pentacles about? Because they've earned so much, they might like to kind of show it and kind of be out there and flashy with it and overspend or spend on things, but they've got the money to do so. It's just, so they could have a bit of a spending habit, or and it could be that there's a bit of a workaholic nature, in the sense that like they want this, so they'll work for it. Nothing wrong with that, but it's at the expense maybe of a connection with someone, because by and large that's how they've built what they have and how they're living their life. And then you come along, it's like, whoa, hey, hi. So it looks like you meet by chance. It's funny because it could be online. Again, we got the Queen of Swords there. It could be online. But it also looks like it's just by happenstance. We got the Wheel of Fortune here, which is like unexpected. And, this person was very happily going along their own way. And then all of a sudden, by chance, by unexpected chance, you two meet. And there's this chemistry there. There's a definite chemistry. This person is ready to they're finally ready to start looking and making an offer, but there's still that hesitation. They still want to make sure that somebody's worthy. Somebody's worried about it. Somebody's worthy. And it looks like you just delight and enjoy their company. It's very simple for you. Theirs is a much more practical, calculated approach, especially if they've gone online to do so. That would fit their MO of just being practical and doing things that make sense and moving forward that way. You are probably very independent, Sagittarius, and you'd like to have control over your domain, so just be careful that you two might clash over that. But this person is looking because they do want to make an offer. And I think it's much more lighthearted for you. I think they're much more diligent in their approach. This Emperor here. Yeah. What's this Five of Wands about? Okay, so this person is very good at problem solving. So for your sort of happy in the moment type nature and largely solitary and independent, again, happy in the moment, that might be like, whoa, it looks like it would be a problem, but then it isn't because you matched them, so why would it? But it looks like they are very good at problem solving. They're very good at, we've got the Hermit and the two of Priestess. We got the Hermit and the High Priestess here. And this is someone that when there's a struggle, they are all about giving things time and space and coming back around and problem solving. They don't abandon ship, but they do back off and give space. So this is somebody that's very trustworthy. We got the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles here. This is someone who, when they make an offer, it's because they've already vetted the situation. It's stable, solid, steady, secure. It's something worth investing in, and they know it because they've already checked it out. So this is somebody willing to do that with you. So this looks like it's much more lighthearted for you than it is for them. Again, lighthearted and largely control of your domain, whereas they're actively looking up here. So there might be some conflict at first because it's not as big of a deal to you as it is to them. And plus, if this is you kind of holding back, they're not the only person, but they're the ones showing up here. Just saying. So whoever this is, it could be an earth sign. It doesn't have to be. This is somebody that has a very pragmatic approach to things. It could be male or female. So this is someone that you might have been in conversation with for a while. Okay. So yeah, and again, it feels like there's been this ending. That's why you pull back, and then happenstance, you met this person, but maybe they haven't been on your radar for a while. Like maybe you've seen each other in passing. There's something about them being familiar, but this situation being new. It's weird. And then there's another person. And this one, maybe you've been on their radar, but they haven't been on yours. Because this is a new development here. Interesting. Okay. So they will, once they've made an offer, they're not quick to abandon it. So if there is conflict at first, if there is struggle and conflict and all of that at first, they will pull back, but they're not going to abandon ship. So, and I think they might realize that there might be some conflict or struggle with what's going on because they might be aware of your other situation. But this is a person that's showing up. So I don't know who the other person is. And honestly, I know that there's a lot of you watching, but it feels like there's two people involved here, but this is the one showing up. And we got this Five of Pentacles with the Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. So, yeah, you know what? It's funny. It looks like you might be the one to pull away because here they are going, okay, I'll give you your space. Okay, if there's a conflict because there's something you've got to deal with. There's something that's preventing you from moving forward. It's going to cause conflict with you two, and they're going to pull back, but they're not going to go away. Whereas you, it looks like you're hunkering down and like, and there is this disconnect, but they're still holding vigil, so to speak. There's those two fives. They're still kind of holding the space, hoping that you two can reconnect and talk. So this is kind of random for a new love meeting because it's like, it looks like I don't think this is about you two getting in a fight, but I think this is you pulling back, meeting someone. They're not on your radar. You might be on theirs. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, hey, hi. So yeah, I'm dealing with this situation right now. And they're pretty sure about you, but you're just like, oh, this looks like a fun situation. Yeah, situationally, this makes me happy. It's great. But by and large, I am independent. I do my own thing, and I've got, interests everywhere. Like, I'm always ready for something, but stability is not on my radar. However, for whatever reason, you're on theirs. And it looks like it is an online connection. It looks like this person is very practical and very solid, stable, secure. They're ready to make an offer. They're ready to proceed forward. But there's some kind of conflict that you've got to work through, and they recognize that, and they're pulling back and giving you your time and space. And it looks like how you're dealing with it, there might be some kind of disconnect, or they might allow for, like, oh, I'm just going to leave them alone. So there might be this disconnect here between the two of you, but this is them waiting for you. This is them hoping that you'll come back around, because I think they're way more into this than you realize, because this is you hunkering down and dealing with what you've got to deal with. So even if you do go away to finish up whatever's going on, this conflict here, this other situation, this is them waiting, because this is the energy for them. So there you go, Sagittarius. Too shabby. That's always kind, right? If you got something to close out or to resolve, that someone's not making demands on you, they're giving you your space. That's always appreciated. Sagittarius. This one. 555. Wisdom wake-up call. Time to move in a new direction. Interesting. So it could be that the reason why you pulled back and gone inward is because you are in conflict and deciding between your old situation and this person and another person. And this could be saying, hey, you need to take another look at this person, because this is a pretty solid person here. Someone of solid character and compassion and reciprocity, emotional generosity and reciprocity. So reciprocity. So that could be saying that this person might be worth a second look. Pretty cool. Everything in there, look, we've got the King of Pentacles here and the Ace of Pentacles. Everything else in their life is pretty set and stable, and they've got it on lock. It's just that relationships for them, it hasn't happened like this has happened. So I think that's why they're willing to wait and hold space for you, because they quite simply think that you're worth it. Curious. Get going. This is all about taking that next step, having the faith, taking that leap of faith, realizing you have everything you need to take that next step. You have prepared, or you're working through it. You're working on resolving it. There might be a lull, or you might be like, I don't know, this and that. This was saying that this person is worth it. This leap of faith with this person might be well worth your interest. It's probably much more, it doesn't mean it has to be a forever thing, but this person does have good character, and they are definitely interested. So if you're hesitant and wrapping this up and moving towards them, both of these cards are saying go for it. Take that leap of faith. Time to move in a new direction. This is all about taking that leap of faith to move in the new direction. Curious. Oh, okay. Fertility. Of course, but this is also a wonderful time of creative energy and abundance and things, new projects coming to fruition, new relationships blossoming, all of that. Spring is in the air, that sort of thing. So whatever you are giving birth to right now, whatever happenstances here, whatever this random, unexpected, fortunate occurrence is, take note, because we've got the abundance card, the fertility card here, the blossoming of a new creation. So very good omen card. Sagittarius. Unless, of course, it's about a baby. You want a baby, of course, don't use protection. But shutting up. I'm just going to shut up. Anyway, good omen card. Sagittarius. Aw, look at that. Okay, so this is new and exciting love, falling in love. Look at that. Oh, hoping for love, wishing and waiting and hoping and falling in love, and this reciprocity, because we've got the anchor here, which is a committed relationship, a long-term relationship. So it could be that you have just met this person, Sagittarius, and that's why you pull back, because you're like, wait, I'm not ready for this. It could be that, because you're definitely on their radar. But you could be like, okay, I don't know. I really like this. This is saying it's there. Maybe you don't realize it yet, but look at it. We got the anchor, which is stable, solid, committed, long-term, faithful, settling down. And this is that new, exciting love, falling in love. So looks like this might be at the beginning stages. I kind of don't want to do timing to jinx it because it's like, let's just leave this for, you know. But for those of you who are waiting for the timing, I'm going to do it because I said I would. All right, so what's this Sagittarius? 2 cards, please, for timing, Sagittarius. Whoops. Oh, wow. Let me get another card here because this is saying that it's imminent. Or that this, sorry, not imminent. Sorry, this is saying court cards are imminent for me. Also, a note about timing. This is my system. So if you read and you've got a different system, this is my way, not the way. So don't, this works for me. But if you've got another way, you can read the cards the way you want to. Anyway, so this would suggest that this issue needs to be taken care of before things can get off the ground. So this is, remember what I told you that there's some kind of conflict that needs to be handled? That's what this is about. There's going to be a period of watchful waiting, of compassionate distance, which we see here with this disconnect and you kind of hunkering down to take care of some things. So there's that. And we've got swords, which would suggest autumn. So the significant about autumn, 8th week, 8th day into autumn. All right, so between the summer and autumn is when this is going to start to have forward movement. Whether it's feelings start to get ignited or you recognize, oh, you're that person. Because right now I think you're on their radar. They're not on yours. I don't think they're of consequence right now. I don't think them in that capacity, I should say, is occurring to you. It could be that you're kind of consumed or you're still in that pulled back state and you're kind of like dealing with that other situation. Okay, all right, here we go. I hope this was helpful to you, Sagittarius. It's kind of exciting because they're just kind of sitting here waiting for you and you're like, yeah, I'm taking care of stuff. This is also you, Sagittarius, just saying. So, yeah. Anyway, kind of exciting. I hope it takes off for you. We got summer right around the corner, so, I mean, we just started spring, but still, you know, especially if you're over here on the West Coast. So, I wish you luck with this, and I hope to see you in the next reading. You take care. Okay, bye.